Today's movement sequence is one of my personal favourites, the lazy archer. It's excellent for releasing tension all of the way from your pelvis, through your low back, through your waist, your ribs, into your shoulders, your neck, and then the skull. It will improve your ability to reach and turn. It will also give you space to breathe as we're working into the ribs and the belly. And it will leave you feeling generally relaxed with a really nice sense of well-being. So you might find that you might want a long rolled up towel to place your head on. This particular sequence we're going to do all on one side. So we're going to do one side first. Once that side is completed, we'll do a short body scan. And if that's your first side, you'll then rewind the video, follow it, do the second side, and then the second side, allow the video to play, and we'll move into the full body scan at the end. So just bringing yourselves down to the floor. Allow yourself to get comfortable. Allow your legs to lengthen out. Your arms to rest by your sides. Your eyelids to close down. As you just take a few nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Each exhale, just seeing if you can let go. So seeing if you can let go of any physical tension, any mental tension. Let go of any busy thoughts. Do you allow your awareness to move inwards, and you just remind yourself that for this next 30 or 40 minutes that there's nowhere else to be. There's nothing else to do. And no one else matters, only you. So taking this time to experience and explore your body from within. To reconnect your mind, your body, and your breath. So just taking a moment to notice the quality of your breath. And remember that there's no right, no wrong, no good, no bad. All you're doing is building your inner awareness. So just noticing, is the breath fast or is it slow? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Where can you sense that breath moving? Is it moving more into one side of your body than the other? And then allowing your awareness to move into the body itself. As you just take a moment to notice any areas of tightness and tension, any areas of softness and space. To notice the parts of your body that meet the earth. And then following these points of connection with the earth all of the way from the back of your skull, through the back of the shoulders, the ribs, the pelvis, backs of the legs, all of the way down to the heels. And you just take a moment to become curious about the weight of each heel into the earth, to notice whether they feel the same or whether they feel different. So one heel might feel lighter, one heel heavier. Maybe they feel the same. It's all fine. There's no need to change anything at all. And then just being curious about what you can sense and feel in each foot. Are you more aware of one foot than the other? Maybe one foot's fallen more out to the side than the other. What can you feel in the arches of the feet, the balls of the feet, and the toes? What can you feel deep within the bones of the feet and the joints of the ankles? Through the calves, the shins, and into each knee. As you just become curious about the space between the back of each knee and the floor. And you notice how that relates to what you can feel in each knee, how it relates to how each leg has arranged itself. And allowing your awareness to move on up through the thighs, through the hips and into the pelvis, as you notice the weight of each side of your pelvis into the earth. And just like the heels, maybe one side feels heavier, one side lighter. And allowing your awareness to move into the waist as you notice the distance between each side of the waist and the floor. Then sliding in towards the arch of your spine as you notice the relationship between the whole of your low back and the floor. Moving into the ribs as you sense how the left side of your rib cage meets the earth, how the right side of your rib cage meets the earth. What you can sense and feel in the left shoulder blade, the right shoulder blade. And then just noticing the distance between the tops of the shoulders and the floor. Allowing your awareness to melt down through your arms, past your elbows, through the wrists and into the palms of the hands. Do you notice the sensations in the palms of the hands and the tips of the fingers and the length and weight of each arm into the earth? Then softly drifting back up, back past the elbows, back to the top of the shoulders. From the top of the shoulders, gently sensing into the curve in the back of your neck and noticing the length on either side of your neck. So does one side feel longer, one side shorter, or do they feel the same? And then just sensing the weight of your head into the earth. So just taking a moment right now to notice which parts of your body meet the earth and any parts that might be resisting gravity. So just taking that quick before snapshot of you laid right here on the floor. Then when you feel ready, you're going to roll over onto your side. So your head resting, your arms straight out in front of you. Knees will be bent at 90 degrees to the hips, and then the feet are going to be at 90 degrees to the knees. Palms resting on top of each other or as near on top of each other as they can. We're going to start off with a reference movement. So you're going to lift the top arm towards the ceiling. You're going to allow it to open out behind you. We're not going to force. Your arm may only come to here. It might come further. It might come all of the way down. I know you can't see, but mine isn't at the moment. You're going to bring the arm back. So I just want you to notice the quality of this movement. So by quality, that's how far do you go without any sense of strain or pushing, without any pain. And just noticing how much of your body is involved in this movement. Then you're going to allow the palms to rest back on top of each other. Close down your eyes. And we're going to begin to explore the movement of the top arm and the top shoulder blade. So when you feel ready, you're going to slide that top arm forwards on the floor. And then you're going to slowly slide it back. As you slide it back, can you slide it up the bottom arm? You're going to keep the top elbow straight, so the top arm stays straight. You're going to gently slide in and out as you explore this motion. So as the arm slides back up the bottom arm, can you sense your shoulder blade squeezing in on the spine? And then as that hand glides all of the way back out, can you sense your shoulder blade gliding over the back of the ribs, sliding away from the spine? If you want to use the breath, the inhale draws you open, so your chest and head roll towards the ceiling. And the exhale takes the arm forwards. So noticing that this movement of the arm starts from the center of the back, from your shoulder blade. Remember, this top arm stays straight, and you're just reaching and rolling. Noticing what you can sense and feel, and how your body creates this movement. Then you're just going to bring the palms back to rest. You're going to take a nice soft inhale, and as you exhale, just let go. You're then going to bring the palm of your hand to your forehead. Your elbow will be pointing towards the ceiling. The fingertips will be pointing down towards the floor. As you inhale, you're going to allow your head to roll. Head and chest open towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you're going to softly roll back to the side. Remember, no force, no strain. This whole practice is about finding a sense of ease, a sense of space in your own body. So the movements might be small to start off with, but then I encourage you to explore these movements, to expand these movements. So as you exhale and you roll back to the side, can you see if you can bring your elbow down towards the floor? And notice how this changes the shape of the ribs and how it changes the movement of the shoulder blade on the back body. As you inhale and you roll open, can you allow this top arm to be heavy, and can you sense your shoulder blade sliding in slightly on the spine? When you next come back, you're going to take an inhale and an exhale, and then you're going to bring your hand to rest on your top buttocks. We're going to bring some movement into the pelvis now, some awareness about how your pelvis moves, and awareness of the muscles in your glutes, your low back, and in the thighs. So you're going to start off with by just gently sliding that top knee up the bottom thigh. So that knee is going to slide backwards. You're going to sense your glutes contract, and you're going to sense contraction into the low back. Can you feel that underneath your hand? Then as you slide forwards, can you sense those same muscles lengthening? Contraction is now in the front of the body. If you want to use the breath, once again, the inhale is going to take the thigh backwards. And then the exhale is going to send it forwards. So once again, exploring and expanding this movement. We move within our comfort zone, but discovery lies just at the edge of your comfort zone. So we don't move into pain. But I want you to really explore how your body is moving, what's contracting. So as you move back, can you really sense contraction into your glutes, into the top of the pelvis? And then as you slide forwards, can you sense all of that lengthening? Then you're going to release that top hand. You're going to bring it back so that it rests on the bottom hand. We're going to come back to the movement of the arm, but we're also going to bring in the glide of the knee and the pelvis. So the hand and the knee are going to slide forwards together. Then they're going to slide backwards together. Remember, this top arm stays straight. You're going to notice contraction in the back body through your glutes, your waist, all of the way up to the shoulder as you move back. And then as you slide forwards, all of those muscles will lengthen and you'll sense contraction in the front of the body. So moving slowly with awareness. Noticing how the shape of your rib cage changes as you roll backwards and forwards. The next time that the hands and the knee come back to level, just rest there. Nice soft breath in, soft breath out, and just let go. Just give yourself a little break. Each exhale, just seeing if you can relax, release. Notice any new awareness, any new sensation. What can you feel? Then we're going to switch this movement up. We're going to slide the hand forwards as the knee slides backwards. Then the knee is going to slide forwards and the hand slides backwards. So the hip and the hand going in opposite directions. So for some of you, this might be tricky. It might be a really small movement. It might be that you have to slide the hand forwards first and then slide the knee backwards. Remember, this is progress, not perfection. You are reconnecting, reminding your body of natural movement patterns. So just be gentle with yourself. This movement isn't easy. So do whatever you need to do to be able to do it with a sense of ease, whether that's breaking it down, making the movement smaller. But the hand slides forwards, the hip slides back. What can you sense and feel happening throughout your muscular system? Can you sense your spine undulating? So this movement should happen when we walk. The next time that the knees and the hands come back to rest, take a really nice deep breath. Let go. We're going to take 2 or 3 just like this as you just allow yourself to settle. Often we hold our breath when we're concentrating. So just allow a moment for your body to reset. Then you're going to take this top hand, you're going to wrap it around the front of the body so that the fingertips come to your low waist. Fingertips will be between the low waist and the floor. I'd like you to inhale, and as you inhale, allow your head and your chest to roll open and use the fingertips to gently coax the bottom side of the waist open a little more. As you exhale, you're going to slowly roll back. Can you allow this arm to become heavy and allow the elbow to move towards the floor? There's no force. You'll sense this as a release into the back of the shoulder blade. The inhale rolls you open. Head and chest roll towards the ceiling. Your top knee will slide back on the bottom thigh. Remember, when we come back, allow this to be heavy. Allow this shoulder blade to release. And the next time that you roll open with your head and chest towards the ceiling, you're going to stay open. You're going to bring your hand back to your forehead. I'd like you to start this movement really small. You're going to use the weight of your arm to gently roll your head side to side. I'd like you to completely relax the muscles of your neck, your jaw, your face. So you're going to gently use the fingertips to roll the head open a little more. And then you're going to press back with the heel of the hand to roll it back towards the side. So just a small movement to start off with. Your neck completely relaxed. It's the weight of the arm and the hand that's gently moving your head. You're going to continue to explore, expand and open this movement. So as you press back with the heel of the hand, can you allow your head to roll a little more? Then can you start to allow this top arm to become heavy as you roll back onto your side? Remember the neck, the jaw completely relaxed. It's the weight of that top arm, the top side of the ribs and the body that's allowing the head to roll. The exhale rolls you to your side. Can you allow your head to roll completely onto your elbow? Then can you start the movement with the elbow? Remember, head, neck completely relaxed. Elbow comes up towards the ceiling. And as the weight of that top side of the body moves backwards, can you allow your head to roll open a little more? Notice what you can sense and feel in the back of the top shoulder blade. Notice the weight of the top side of the body. And slowly rolling back. Rolling all of the way onto the hand. Can you allow the arm to be heavy, the shoulder blade now to move away from the spine? So sensing all of the muscles in the back body gently contracting under the weight of gravity as you open. And can you sense space across the front of the chest? As you roll back, allowing the weight of the top side of the body and the arm to create space in the back of the ribs, the back of the shoulder blade. And a sense of contraction under gravity into the front of the chest. Then just let that go. Bring your hands back to meet. We're going to come back to the movement of sliding the hand and the knee forwards. Notice now the quality of this movement. Are you reaching further? Does it seem more effortless? The exhale allows the hand to move forwards, the knee to glide forwards. The inhale allows the head, the chest to roll over as the hand and the knee slide backwards. This next time that the hand slides backwards, I'd like you to allow the elbow to bend as you draw your fingertips all of the way up to the bottom armpit. Then you're going to slide them back down along the arm. Hand and the knee glide forwards on the exhale. Inhale, hand and knee glide back. Elbow bends, coming all of the way to the bottom armpit. Allow your head, your chest to roll. Exhaling, hand gliding forwards, knee gliding forwards. Inhaling, hand and knee gliding backwards. And this time your fingertips are going to draw across your collarbones and come all of the way to the top shoulder. Then they're going to gently glide back across the collarbones, all of the way back down that bottom arm, sliding all of the way back out. Inhaling, gently sliding up, fingertips just moving across the arm, across the collarbones. Allow your head to roll, your chest to roll, allow that top side of the body to be heavy. Sliding all of the way back out. Then this next time your fingertips are going to glide across the collarbones, you're going to come to the top shoulder, and then can you just allow the arm to move out to the side? It might come down to the floor. It might still be in the air. But notice that this is the same movement that we made with the reference movement. So just take a moment to notice what's changed, what's different. Then bring the fingertips back to the top shoulder, all of the way across the collarbones, all of the way back out. Knee and hand sliding forwards. Inhaling, knee and hand sliding backwards. Fingertips coming across the collarbones, and this time just allow your arm to come out to the side. Take a nice deep breath in, and then as you exhale, can you allow your bum to drop down to the floor and allow your legs to lengthen out. So you're going to be laid in a bit of a strange banana shape, but just let that happen. Take a nice soft, smooth, deep breath, and as you exhale, just let go. And just take a moment's awareness, moment to notice how your body has arranged itself on the floor. To notice the difference between the side of the body that you've worked, the side of the body that you're yet to work. How does the side of the body that you've worked meet the earth? Which parts of the body connect with the earth? Notice how your breath is moving into your ribs. So your mind, your nervous system, your body all learn by comparison. So just taking a moment to remember what was and to notice what is. If this was your first side, roll on to the other side, take the video backwards, do the second side. If it's not, then allow yourself just to simply rest here. If you need to wiggle to straighten yourself up, that's fine. If you feel completely relaxed, completely at ease, then just rest here. And just take a moment to notice your breath, to notice the quality of your breath, to notice whether it's fast, whether it's slow, whether it's deep, whether it's shallow. More importantly, noticing where your breath now moves in your body. So as you inhale, where does that breath touch? And as you exhale, what can you release? What can you let go? And then noticing the quality of your body. So noticing any sense of softness and space. Softness and space that you've created. And then once more connecting with the parts of your body that meet the earth. And just following these points of contact all of the way from the back of your skull into your heels. As you take a moment to notice once more the weight of each heel into the earth. To notice what you can sense and feel in the arches of your feet, the balls of your feet and your toes. What you can feel deep within the bones of your feet and the joints of your ankles, through the calves, the shins, and into each knee. Noticing the distance between the back of each knee and the floor. Then allowing your awareness to move on up through the thighs as you sense the backs of your thighs into the earth. Temperature of the air on the tops of your thighs. What you can sense and feel deep within the bones of your thighs, within the joints of your hips. Noticing the length and the weight of each leg as it meets the earth. And then sensing the weight of each side of your pelvis into the earth. Noticing the distance between the left side of the waist and the floor, the right side of the waist and the floor. And then the relationship between the whole of your low back and the floor. As you then move on up into the rib cage, you sense each side of your rib cage as it now meets the earth. Noticing what you can sense and feel in the left shoulder blade, right shoulder blade. And then allowing your awareness to move to the tops of the shoulders. Noticing the distance between the top of the shoulders and the floor. You then allow your awareness to melt down through the arms, past the elbows, through the wrists, and into the palms of the hands. And you notice the sensations in the palms of the hands, the tips of the fingers, and the length and weight of each arm into the earth. Then softly allowing your awareness to move back up, back past the elbows, back to the top of the shoulders. Then from the top of the shoulders, gently sensing into the curve in the back of your neck, noticing the length in each side of your neck and the weight of your head into the earth. And then softly scanning the whole of your body, noticing right now which parts of your body meet the earth. And any parts that might still be resisting gravity. And just seeing if you can softly breathe into these spaces. And as you exhale, give them permission to release, to let go. And then just rest here. As you follow each effortless inhale. And each soft, smooth exhale. Each inhale softly exploring all of the new space that you've created. Each exhale, seeing if you can surrender, relax, release, let go a little more. As you just rest here in effortless awareness. Awareness of your breath, your mind, and your body resting as one. And just noticing that sense of comfort and ease that this brings. That sense of knowing that right now in this moment, everything is just fine.